COVID was definitely a difficult time, without a doubt. And I feel like even beyond that, to go ahead and see how everything kind of played out was the craziest part of it all. Witnessing you're separating from family, friends, um, and everybody in between, and just kind of holding your own isolation bubble. It took a huge toll mentally on you, and there's nothing you can really do about it.
Life after COVID, life's been hard, bro. It's been super hard. Like money, economy, living, it's expensive, bro.
Man, that's a problem though.
I feel like throughout the whole process, it just seems so scripted. Coming back to this place of just dividing human beings, and to go ahead and really say to ourselves, or really to go ahead and separate us from society. Right? Essentially, that's what it did. I feel like coming back into that point, a lot of people just didn't have the resources to go ahead and maintain connection with their family or their friends, causing a lot of people to go into anxiety and depression.
You gotta continue life even after that bullshit, man. Because that was about the stupid thing. That happened, and everyone paused life. And that's the reality about it. Is like you gotta understand that life continued even through that bullshit.
Which was a huge thing for all of us, I believe, prior to COVID-19, right? I feel like mental health's always been there in terms of us talking and about what we need to go ahead and heal and to prosper. But I feel like one of the biggest things that we needed to go ahead and take on is just the aspect of being around one another. There's a beautiful saying, and it's something we call Southern hospitality, and it's obviously formatted in the South, where you wouldn't take care of your people. You're always around your neighbor, and just making sure that everybody's well taken care of. And COVID was one of those things that just completely disrupted that, right? Having separated from everybody, having not being able to be around your people, it was hard. And I feel like a lot of people develop a lot of just like depression, anxiety from that. To even think what the world looked like prior to COVID-19 was crazy. Like coming out of it now, in terms of how many people are interacting and how we are interacting as human beings. I feel like this whole online space has taken a whole different spectrum in terms of allowing us to really sit down and gauge as to what are we doing, right? Like, how are we doing this the right way? I feel like conversations and things of this nature now are completely different than they were maybe not even 6-7 years ago, right? Obviously, having been said that our lives are completely online and remote, for the most part, it's been very difficult to go ahead and transition back to what we know it to be, what we know the world to be. One of the biggest differences, I believe, is the online piece. When we talk about people just meeting each other and how people interact, I feel like some of the biggest things that we had as human beings were sports. Sports were something that just took us to a completely different level in terms of interacting, in terms of relation, and so were the arts, the entertainments. And to think that a lot of us are in this place of confusion due to the fact that we don't know what's to come is a very dangerous and scary place. So thinking back to all the other things in terms of social interaction, it's changed, and I don't think it'll ever go back to the way that it once was. People don't really take into consideration uh, what it is that we've missed until it's gone. And that's one of the things that was evident to me the minute that we kind of came out of this post-pandemic cycle, was just the social interaction piece and being able to actually spend time and hang around your loved ones or hang around friends, or even just meeting people and be warm and friendly in a open environment. People are very closed off now. Things aren't the same anymore, and a lot of people are just to themselves. And I feel like as of COVID, that's a result of what's happened to a lot of people who have not had that outlet to go ahead and kind of express themselves while they were going through those tough times. I feel like it shut a lot of people down internally. So going back to the piece on us not having that outlet or not having the people that we needed during COVID due to the isolation space, it's almost affected our lives 10 times worse moving into the future. I will say though, you can either look at the online space as your freedom or your cage. So in terms of healing, you need to definitely do what you gotta do in order to grow and to surpass that. But it's very, very, very difficult to go ahead and overlook what COVID has done to the social interaction part of our lives daily.